Good morning everyone. Now in this video we are going to discuss another topic from symmetry chapter. Okay. So in this video we are going to discuss symmetry in the English alphabets. Okay. So there are some letters which are having vertical line of symmetry, which are having horizontal line of symmetry, and others may be having slanting line of symmetry, and there are some alphabets which are having no line of symmetry. So today we are going to discuss all the alphabets and their lines of symmetry. And I hope you remember that what is symmetry? What is line of symmetry? Line of symmetry is a line so that you can fold that figure along that line, and along that line the other half, one half is mirror image of the other half, right? So let's discuss. So let's take all the English alphabets from A to Z, and you can look to see if your name has any symmetrical letters onto it or not. Okay, so let's see. So these are all the alphabets from A to Z, and I am going to draw the lines of symmetry of all. Okay, so let's discuss it one by one. So just check the letter English alphabet A. It has a vertical line of symmetry, right? You can check, it is in front of you. And then the next letter B, C, D and E. These four letters are having horizontal line of symmetry. F and G are not symmetrical at all. So you can't draw a line in F and G so that you can fold it and the other will become the mirror image. And the next alphabet H is having both lines of symmetry, vertical and horizontal. Similarly, I also, it is having both line of symmetry, vertical and horizontal, both lines of symmetry it is having. Okay, similarly K, if you write it like this, it will not be having any line of symmetry, but in journal students we will write the K like this only. So RK will be having this horizontal line of symmetry. We will draw it like this only, and it will be having horizontal line of symmetry, because we will draw K like this only. Okay, then next L, J was also not having any line of symmetry, L is not having any line of symmetry, M is having vertical line of symmetry which pass through the middle. Okay, N is not having any line of symmetry. Then the English alphabet O, it is same as a circle, right? And so English alphabet O is having infinite number of lines of symmetry. You can draw any you remember what is diameter in a circle, which passes through the center of the circle, right? So you can draw any diameter of the circle, it will become its line of symmetry, right? So similarly the English alphabet O or circle, which we covered in the last video. So circle or English alphabet O, they are having infinitely many lines of symmetry, right? Then P, Q, R, S, they are not having any line of symmetry. T is, English alphabet T is having only one line of symmetry. Then U, V and W are having vertical line of symmetry. X is having both lines of symmetry. Y is having one vertical line of symmetry. Similarly, students, please note, if you are writing Y alphabet like this, then it doesn't have any line of symmetry. Okay, so if you are writing it in having a line of symmetry, means you have to write the English alphabet Y like this only. Okay, so if you write it like this, then it will be having this vertical line of symmetry. If you are writing it like this, then it will not be having any line of symmetry, right? Then the English alphabet Z, it is not having any line of symmetry. Now let's discuss some particular cases of alphabets. So here just check. We have to consider the English alphabets which are having vertical line of symmetry. So students, just remember when it is asked in the question having vertical line of symmetry, so the English alphabet must have vertical line of symmetry but as a line of symmetry, but it may have other lines of symmetry as well. So just check A, H, I, M, O, T, U, V, W, X and Y. These are the letters which are having vertical line of symmetry. Although there are alphabets which are having other lines of symmetry as well, like H is having horizontal line of symmetry also, I is having horizontal, O is having infinitely many lines of symmetry, X is having horizontal line of symmetry also, but they are having vertical line of symmetry also. So we have included all these letters in vertical lines of symmetry. These letters are having vertical lines of symmetry, right? Now just check if it is asked in the question that the English alphabets you have to tell which are having only vertical lines of symmetry. Only vertical means there should be no other line of symmetry in that alphabet. Okay, so in this case we will not consider the alphabets which are having both lines of symmetry like H, I, O and X. Okay, so here we will consider only those letters which are having only one line of symmetry, that is the vertical one only. Okay, so you have to take care of this thing, that what is asked in the question. So here A, M, T, U, V, W and Y, these are the alphabets which are having only vertical lines of symmetry, right? Now next we will consider the English alphabets which are having horizontal line of symmetry, right? So here are again horizontal line of symmetry means you have to think about that they must have horizontal line of symmetry. They may have other lines of symmetry, they may not have other lines of symmetry. Okay, so here the English alphabets are having horizontal line of symmetry are B, C, D, E, H, I, K, O and X, right? So again just check, we have included here H, I, O and X also. Okay, but again in next case if it is asked that only horizontal lines of symmetry, you have to discuss the English alphabets having only horizontal line of symmetry. Then only horizontal means there should be no other line of symmetry in that English alphabet. Okay, so in this case we will not consider H, I, O and X. Okay, so only horizontal line of symmetry having alphabets are B, C, D, E and K. Now at last there are some English alphabets which are having no line of symmetry. So from the whole table which we have discussed in the starting, we have to take out the alphabets which were not having any line of symmetry. So these are F, G, J, L, N, P, Q, R, S and Z, right? Now next we need to discuss the English alphabets which are having both lines of symmetry. So both lines of symmetry, again both lines of symmetry should be there vertical and horizontal. There may be other lines of symmetry also. We have not asked that they should have only vertical and only horizontal. Okay, both lines of symmetry should be there. So H, I, O and X. Now just check, we have included O here also, right? Why we have included O? Because it has vertical and horizontal line of symmetry, although it has other lines of symmetry also, but we need not to take care of that. But yes, if the question is asked having only vertical and horizontal line of symmetry, then we will not include O in this case, right? So this was all about the symmetry of English alphabets. Hope all of you have got it. Thank you and have a nice day.